Infinity Ward and Activision have released Call of Duty games annually for quite some time now, and for 2019, they've released a new and improved version of the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare trilogy. This has a lot of fans skeptical since, it's rather unlikely that the developers are able to outdo the original. On top of this, a lot of the recent games they've released haven't been all that amazing for a variety of reasons. Surprisingly though, they got a lot of things right in the latest Call of Duty. So today, we'll be covering 10 things that make the new Call of Duty different. Number 7. Gunfight. This is a brand new game mode that has been added to multiplayer, and it is perfect for you and your best friend. It is a 2v2 game mode where you have 40 seconds to eliminate both of the opponents. If there is at least one enemy alive at the end of the 40 seconds, then overtime will begin and a flag will appear in the center of the map for 10 seconds. It takes seconds to claim the flag for your team and you win the round. Once your team reaches 6 points, you win the game. Every time you play this mode, you have a completely random loadout that changes every round. Every player in the game will have the same exact loadout, so no one is at an advantage or disadvantage. At first, it will seem extremely challenging since you won't know the maps, but if you're playing with a friend, then you'll create new strategies together. Communication is the key to success here, and without that, you won't be getting far. Number 6. Insane weapon customization. Every game in the Call of Duty franchise is known for having the ability to customize your guns pretty extensively, especially when it came down to camos. In this game, there are 10 different brackets of camos, and within each bracket, there are 10 skins to unlock. To unlock all the brackets, you need to level your weapon all the way up to level 71, and each bracket will require different challenges to unlock the camos within it. For example, to unlock the splinter cameos for an assault rifle, you'll need to get a grand total of 100 long shot kills with the weapon. It's not a Call of Duty game without gold or diamond camos, so once you get all 100 camos, you'll unlock another bracket called Completionist. On top of the wide variety of camos, we also have weapon charms, stickers, reticles, and a ton of attachments to choose from. You might be thinking, well, we've always had a good amount of attachments for every gun. Now it's absurd. For an AR, there are 9 different categories of attachments. Optic is the part of the gun with the most customizability, as there are 20 different scopes you can unlock. That's insane. Number 5. Vehicles. As a part of the brand new Ground War game mode, we finally have the chance to operate several kinds of vehicles in Call of Duty. In Ground War, when you spawn with your team, you will notice a variety of vehicles around you depending on the map you're playing. There are different tanks, otherwise known as APCs, and they come in 2 variants. One is a vehicle that can only hold 2 people. One of them is the driver and the other as the gunner. The other vehicle is basically solely for transportation and holds several players. ATVs and medium-sized Jeep-looking vehicles will also spawn, but they're pretty much only useful to get yourself and another player from flag to flag. Finally, the last vehicle that we have access to is a helicopter. The helicopters will allow you to get to the best sniping spots on the map, or they can be used to sneak up behind enemy lines. Number 4. Special Ops. In Modern Warfare 2 and 3, there was a game mode separate from multiplayer and the campaign, known as Special Ops. It was basically a PvE game where you and a random or a friend fight waves of enemies. As you completed more and more waves, the enemies would spawn in greater numbers with better armor and guns, making it much more challenging. This time around, instead of it only being a team of 2, you can play this mode with up to 4 people. I love Special Ops, and it was a mode that made Modern Warfare 3 my favorite game of all time. Number 3. The campaign. Recently, the campaign has been an area where Call of Duty was found lacking. Games like Black Ops 1 had one of the best campaigns to date, and they have finally done an amazing job at creating a campaign that is actually enjoyable to play through. Instead of it being a sequel to the third one, it is considered more of a reboot of the first. I'm not going to spoil the story, but everything about it is amazing. It brings back the feeling of playing the campaign years ago when it was actually fun to play. One of the most important things you need to know about it is that Captain John Price is back, and better than ever. Number 2. Ground War. Finally! A large-scale Call of Duty game mode that is suspiciously similar to Battlefield. This is the mode where everyone is allowed to use vehicles in order to help your team capture the flags scattered across the map. This is my favorite game mode to play because there is so much that can happen. Plus, you aren't constantly dying every 2 seconds like you would be in Team Deathmatch. This is my favorite game mode to play by far, and the best part about it is that they have incorporated squads that can also be found in Battlefield. They are indicated as green icons on the map, and whenever your squad members aren't in danger, you'll be allowed to spawn on them no matter where they are. If you're playing with friends, this will be crucial in order to maintain a fence when you're closing in on a group of enemies. Number 1. Crossplay. Yes, you heard correctly. The new Modern Warfare features cross-platform gameplay, so you no longer have to worry about what your friends are playing on. In order to do this, you will need to create a Call of Duty account, and from there, you will be able to add your friends even if they are playing on Xbox, PS4, or PC. The best part about this is that the crossplay will support all multiplayer modes, so all of the updates, such as the new maps, will be released to all 3 platforms at the same time. That's pretty cool. And that's a wrap for our video on the top 10 reasons to buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the countdown right here. Thanks!